Hey there YouTube, what is going on? It is the best 1A, and today we are going to change the spark plugs in this Vstar 1300, which is a 2014. Now the spark plugs are going to be pretty much the same for all years of the Vstar 1300s from 2007 on up to 2018. Now we're filming this outside, so you're going to hear the cars go by, and hopefully everything comes out okay. Looks like it is. Anyway, so I'll start off with this. You're going to want to get yourself a set of spark plugs, which are going to be these right here, NGK. Okay, you can go by Advanced Auto and you can ask for that part number, which is a 4908. Okay, you can ask for that. So that's the spark plug, and we'll just take it out and show it to you. This is pretty much what it looks like as far as the spark plug. That's pretty much what it looks like. Okay, and if you've never seen a spark plug before in your whole life, well, that's one. Now, first thing you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to take off these two little bolts right here. Okay, and we'll zoom in a little bit on that for you. Okay, so you're gonna want to take those off. It's gonna be a little awkward for me. Now, the rear spark plug is here, and the front one is on same cover, front cylinder, on a clutch side, which is obviously the other side of the bike. Now, so you're just going to want to, oh wait, no, not that one, this one here. These are 5mm Allen key. And I get these from Harbor Freight. They're pretty good. I haven't had any issues with them. Just make sure that they're completely and fully in there when you're taking them out. So now you're going to remove these two. Remove this one. Alright, now you're just going to pull this off. That just pulls right off, just like that. Alright, so now you have this is your spark plug wire and the spark plug. So you're going to pull this out, and then you can get in there to remove the spark plug. There you go. Pull that out, and now you have the cap out. Put that to the side a little bit. Now, most Vstar 1300s, we're going to zoom back out here, and I'm going to have to change the camera angle. Anyhow, so most Vstar 1300s, okay, or all Vstar 1300s is what I actually should say, should come with a toolkit. Now, your toolkit is going to consist of one of these. Okay, this will actually fit right down in here and onto the spark plug, and then you can remove it. Okay, it has a little hole on the top. You're just going to insert that in there so that you can loosen it, and it comes with this little handle. You put that inside there. Okay, push it in, put the male and the female, and you can twist. Alright, now let me just change that camera angle. I'll be right back. Okay, so we changed the camera angle. I just had to have a sip of some coffee there. Never attempt to work on your bike without coffee. Understand? Here we go. Alright, now let me see if I keep my hands out of this. I'm exposing for the spark plug. Okay, so you take your little tool. Alright, you're just going to put that right over old Sparky boy there. And you just want to get it on there. It drops down. See that? Now, if you want to, you could always put a longer screwdriver on there, but you really don't need to. And There you go. Put that on there and make sure it's all nicely seated. And you just give it a turn. Just like that. Okay. Now, can I turn it by hand? Nope, not yet. All right, let's get this repositioned. Here we go. All right, give it another little turn there. Okay. And also too, even before you even do this, you want to take a look down there. And just make sure you don't have any debris or anything of the sort in there. I mean, right now, as you can see, it's for me, it's pretty clean. Due to the cap and the cover, in there stays pretty clean. So now you're just gonna put your little, once you loosen it, you're basically gonna want to remove the spark plug. If you actually just have a spark plug tool, you could use that too if you want to. I mean, up to you. But if you're on the road and let's just say you had to remove it, this is probably what you're gonna mainly have with you at that point in time. All right, and you're just gonna turn that sucker out. There we go. Okay. Once again, this is the rear cylinder. So you're gonna give it a nice little turn it. Okay. Looks like it's about ready to come out now. A few more turns. There we go. And it's out. You can't see that. So, let's get the focus going here. So this is the old spark plug. Okay. Let me get the new one out. Okay, so here is the old spark plug, and you can see the new spark plug, okay, side by side, and you can pretty much get an idea for the difference. This spark plug has, oh man, I think the spark plug has about 12,000 miles on it. So, and it actually doesn't look too bad, as you can see there. It's not too bad at all. Okay, all right, on to the next section. Okay, so before we start with even putting in the new plugs, I am going to put up on the screen a screenshot from the Vstar 1300 service manual. If you don't have this Vstar 1300 service manual, you can always head over to the Vstar 1300 wiki section. No, I'm sorry, the Vstar 1300 wiki site. And from there, you can go into the file section and you can download the service manual. Or if you're a member on the Vstar 1300 Facebook page, okay, you can go there into the file section and you can download the service manual there. Now, there's always going to be, if you're real diehard and you want to do it with a torque wrench and everything like that, okay, so basically the manual will state that the spark plug should be torqued down to 9.4 foot-pounds of torque, which is really not much. Spark plug gap should be 0.031 to 0.035, and all of this is in the manual. Actually, you can, in the manual, so in the manual, it's in section 3, page 9. That's where you're going to find the information for the spark plug. Okay, and with that said, we can begin the install. Okay, a little bit, one more spec from the manual, or actually one more item that the manual states. As far as with spark plugs, and I'll put this up on the screen. As far as with spark plugs, it's saying that routine maintenance, you should check the condition, adjust gap and clean, replace every 8,000 miles, okay, or every 12 months. Now, if you look in the Vstar 1300 service manual in the periodic maintenance section, you will see all of these things along with a lot of the other things that you should be inspecting and maintaining. All right, so now we're gonna go with the install. All right, now we have the new spark plug here. Okay, as I already told you. Now I'm gonna start the first few threads by hand. I'm not gonna, let me take off my wedding ring. I'm not going to, now, you know, the camera's kind of in the way, so this is a little awkward for me. I'll try it with my left hand. So I'm gonna start the first few threads by hand. And the reason is that you really don't want to cross thread this. So you just want to start it by hand and lightly get it going in there. Okay. And I'll do it with the other hand so you can, maybe you can see. Can you? Not really. But anyhow, you just lightly start to turn it in with your fingers, and it should spin in extremely easily. It should be no issue. Okay. Put the tool on. Continue to turn it in by hand. Let's adjust this here a little bit. Okay, you continue to turn it by hand like that. That was an old Jeep that went by. Some loud tires, jeez. All right, so you continue to turn it by hand like this. All right, so it's finger tight now. More than likely, I skipped out all of that spinning that I was doing. But all right, so it's finger tight now. I just look down there to confirm, and I can see it's mostly down. And from this point, it'll probably be just me tightening with the tool. Or if you have the spark plug tool, you can use that too. All right, now I'll just give it a turn like this, and that is good. All right, now you're just gonna put the cover on. I'm sorry, you're gonna put the spark plug boot on. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Push that down. Push that down in there. Get in there, girl. Now I'll put the cover back on. Okay. Put that on there. Got my screws. Let's feed those in. Let's feed my screws in. Okay. Put the other screw in. Like this. Alrighty. Tighten that one a little bit. Tighten this one a little bit. Okay, good. And you don't have to crank on these either. It's just enough so that they hold. All right, and that's the rear cylinder. Now we'll move on over to the front. We're basically going to do the same thing on the front that we're going to do on the rear, but I'm going to show you the front anyway. Okay, so we are at the front cylinder, and first thing we are going to do, you can see that this side here is a little bit less room, but we can still get it done. So we're going to take out this. First we got to take off this cover. We're going to slide this cover off. Alrighty. So slide that cover off. Put that somewhere. Now here you can see we have the spark plug boot. Okay, we'll zoom in there a little bit. So we have the spark plug boot here. Okay, so we're just gonna give that a pull off a little bit. All right, we'll take that. We'll just put it to the side. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a spark plug. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there is a spark plug. We'll just put this to the side. All right, and as I told you, yeah, the tank's in the way, but you have space, which is why they give you this excellent tool to use. So you'll take that tool, put that on there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, insert, put this on there, and actually, here we go. Just make sure it's on. I like to use my thumb on the top just to make sure it's on there. Once again, this is the Vstar 1300. Alright, make sure it's on there. Alright, make sure it's nice and square. And I'm looking at it, I can see the bottom. I can see the tool touching the bottom, and we'll give it a turn, and it's loose. Okay, and this one actually, because the camera's out of my way, I actually have a little bit more leverage, so I can turn this. All right, now I want to do this so that you can see, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, which is a little harder for me, but at least you can see. Actually, no, it's not. There you go. See, just turn it, and of course, like I say, you want to, take a look down there, make sure inside of there is clean. If you see any little debris or dirt or anything like that, just take if you have compressed air or if you have a air tank, just take that and just blow some of that air out of there. Alrighty, now here we go. We're unscrewing it. Now remember, this is a fairly long spark plug, so it takes a little bit to get that sucker out of there. Alright, but it'll come out. So here we go. Alright, that's a little awkward for me to do. I'll do like this. That's a little easier. Alright, I can just unscrew that. Tool's easier. Alright, there's still a few threads holding on. Okay, just unscrew it all the way out. Okay, now it's out, as you can see. Now here is the front plug. Let's try this again. My neighbor is doing something over there. I don't know what. Anyway, so here is the front plug. This is what the front plug is looking like. Okay. Anyhow, now we're gonna get to installing the new plug. You're gonna take your new spark plug, okay, which is here, which is out of focus because I put it to manual focus, and I'm going to put it in. I put it in the hole, and I just let it sit, and I don't even know if you can see this, but I'm lightly turning it, and I'm just making sure that the threads grab, okay, because that is what you want. You don't want to cross thread this. You don't want to cross thread this. You don't want to cross thread this. That is the biggest headache you could possibly want to have right now. All right, lightly making sure that these threads are grabbing and they're going in nice and clean. Okay, really nice and clean. Yep, and they are, which is good, which makes me feel good, which makes you feel good. All right, now I can take the tool. I can put the tool on there. All right, once again, this is the front cylinder, and you can just turn that. Alrighty, and we should be good. Now, alright, so now with the tool in, she's pretty much tightened down. Okay. Oh, a little bit more. Okay. Okay. She's pretty much tightened down now. And I can insert my little screwdriver tool that they give you in the toolkit. Okay. And I will lightly apply pressure. A little bit more pressure. Okay. So keeping it even and square on there while I turn. Okay. Good. And I think that's good. Now you can take your cap, put that back on. Okay, yep. Just making sure that's on. Oh, now, see? Now it's on there. You heard that little clip? I don't even know if you heard that. I hope you did. But I push it down and make sure I hear that snap. Okay. And now you would just replace this little cover. Put your screws in. I mean, these are my third set of plugs on this bike, and I have 22,000 miles on this bike right now currently, and I'm hoping to put another 22,000 miles on this bike. Okay, we tighten that up. Alrighty, we'll tighten this up, and that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Now I welcome you to go and check out a lot of my other videos where I'm doing some kind of work on a bike, and they are in the playlist section under maintenance. And you can check out some of the other videos that I do where I tend to, you know, for little things that I do. I'm not up for an oil change yet, but once I am, I'm going to do an oil change video, and you guys are more than welcome to check that out. Alright, well, I thank you guys for watching, and I wish you all the best. Stay safe. God bless.